Curious about the best ways to approach kissing a man based on your situation with him? Want to know how to read the moment right and give him a kissing experience that's one of a kind? I've got 4 full kissing approaches I'm going to explore with you right now. Hey everyone, I'm dating and relationship coach Ryan Patrick. Alright, so today is all about sizing up the guy that you're with to determine the kissing style approach that's going to get him hooked on you like glue. Now, this isn't going to be so much of an in-the-weeds technical tutorial about how to kiss, but rather a situations-based mindset explanation on how to crush the kiss with any guy in the main 4 scenarios you're going to find yourself in with him, okay? But before we get to that, let me know in the comments real quick, what do you think? Is it okay for a woman to initiate a kiss with a new guy? Or do you feel the guy needs to be the one to initiate? Also, feel free to tell me your stories about a time when you or a guy maybe read the situation wrong and things got a little awkward. That should get a nice little conversation going on the topic, so let me hear about it. Also, if you guys wouldn't mind helping me out with the almighty YouTube algorithm gods, please subscribe below and make sure to turn on all notifications so you know when I go live and when I release new content. You guys rock. Thank you.
Okay, enough stalling, Mr. Patrick. Let me know what these 4 scenarios are so I know how to crush the kiss with the guy already.
Here are 4 sexy ways to kiss a man and turn him on every time. The first way is the icebreaker approach. Now, like I mentioned before, I'm gonna batch these into approaches versus just a when and where you're putting your mouth. The icebreaker approach focuses on everything that leads into the kiss, creating a situation where you can get close enough to him for it to happen. First, you want to trigger his sexual psychology, so he knows you want to get a little physical with him. Now, to do this, you need to be about a foot away from him and be directly in front of him. Now, at this point, if he's not talking yet, ask him an open-ended question, like, do you have a funny story from your childhood? Get him talking. Then you can smile, you can laugh, you can naturally react to the details that he's giving you in this story. Now, if there's something that comes up in this story that sticks out to you, all you need to do is touch his arm, look at him and say,
"That's adorable."
And then pull back. You see, you're starting to tell him subconsciously that you're comfortable with him. Next, you're gonna wanna grab your phone, grab him by the hand, pull him over to a location that's scenic and nice, and take a selfie photo of yourselves together. Don't worry, he'll follow along. Open the photo up, look at it together, and say,
"Ah, that's a cute one."
Then turn, look deep into his eyes, and wait. If he doesn't get the hint and he doesn't move in for the kiss after about 5 seconds, just slide in there and give him a kiss yourself. If he held your hand to run over and take that photo, then it's more than likely he wants to kiss you. The second way is the shy girl approach. If the icebreaker approach seems a little intimidating to you, you can take a more passive route by using your words to get him to kiss you versus using physical cues. Either way, guys that are interested in you are gonna be totally transfixed and mesmerized that you're helping them through these steps to get the kiss with you. But now you're just the shy girl just having a great time on this date. And now you're not the one making the first move with him, got it? You're just kind of teeing him up and setting the stage for him to do the work. Now, just because you're not making any first moves physically, like touching his arm as he's telling you that story of his childhood, or by grabbing his hand to take that selfie photo, doesn't mean that you're not prompting him verbally to go in for the kiss. You still want to stay in his personal space, so about a foot away and directly in front of him. So with the shy girl approach, you still want to ask him about that story from his childhood to get him talking. We always want to get him talking when we want him to do something right after. That way you have something to react to, right? So now as he's telling you this story, instead of touching his arm, all you're gonna do is look at him and say,
"I'm having a really good time with you tonight."
He'll say something like,
Oh, me too.
then you're gonna use your hands to warm up your arms and just say,
"I'm a little chilly."
give him those big shy girl puppy dog eyes, smile, and wait. Just wait, keep waiting Don't say anything. At this point, he should seize the opportunity and move in for the kiss. The third way is the loving soul approach. So the next two approaches are going to involve more technical aspects of the kiss. Whereas the first two were pretty simple and straightforward, you're just gonna have your lips meet his and keep your movements slow and small. With the loving soul approach, this is for you more seasoned kissing veterans out there. This involves slowly consuming a man into your warm, welcoming sphere. Touch points are really important for a man during a kiss to amplify attraction and really get him turned on. So in this approach, we're gonna be using both of our hands, so just make sure they're not holding anything right before the kiss. So when you're close to him and in front of him and you know this kiss is about to go down, I want you to slowly move in. I want you to put one hand on his chest, and I want you to slide the other hand to the back of his neck so that your fingers are going through his hair. Yowza! This can be electric for a man, let me tell you. He's gonna be feeling tingles all over his body with these 3 touch points that you have going. Now slowly suck on his bottom lip for a few seconds. Then after that, slowly tilt your head in the other direction and then start slowly sucking on his upper lip. In the meantime, use your hand that's on the back of his head and drag your fingers downwards against his scalp and his hair. You might find that he just wraps you up in a big hug at this point, which means you thoroughly nailed this approach. The fourth way is the heat seeker approach. Now this one will definitely be used after you've already kissed this guy. You'll probably employ the heat seeker approach once you're getting close to feeling comfortable to have sex with him. The reason being is that this is a hot and heavy full frontal assault approach that is not for the faint of heart. It's basically you jumping his bones, and it's probably not for public view. You'll want to be in a quiet, comfortable place with him, preferably where you guys wouldn't be disturbed anytime soon. And because there's history of a kiss and some sexual chemistry established together, this ends up becoming one of the least riskiest approaches and one of the easiest to pull off. If you guys are watching TV on the couch, for example, all you really have to do is make eye contact with one another to know it's on. Things that are good here are some light nibbling on his lower lip for a couple seconds, some very brief tongue-to-tongue contact, and some light kissing of his neck and his ears. Things that are not good are things like face slobbering, tongue jousting, where you go in and out and you turn around and or biting that goes beyond nibbling. You've been warned. Just understand that your chemistry and your vibe with this guy, along with your personality type, will play heavily into your approach with kissing him. Some guys need a little extra nudge sometimes, whereas others only need to see that you're happy and comfortable with them. So if you haven't sounded off in the comments yet, tell me, what are some of your sticking points when it comes to kissing men? Let's try to get comments over 600 on this one, guys. And you'll see me in there answering your questions as always. Also, please remember to sign up to get an email notification when my step-by-step boyfriend video course opens for enrollment really soon. The link for that is also in the description below. And finally, guys, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like below. Hope you had some fun with me today, and I'll see you all next week.